lose too much hair. I'm just gonna shave it. Like that's just the kind of man I am. Commit to the bit. Welcome to the Asada.
He's here to
To
Holy shit.
a very gumtastic episode of the F Moving Podcast. We're your hosts, Jill, Annabeth, not her, gone.
Just hear a big
afterwards.
Yeah. Nathan Mason and myself, Dylan. Also with us is Theo in the back, a little flustered.
Yeah, she's
CG Annabeth in with us now.
Can we get like that? Yeah, can we get that like Anakin at the end of like the original trilogy, like hologrammed in?
Mm-hmm.
She could be right here.
Yeah, there's enough space between you two.
Yeah, that's why we're leaving space.
I don't want to catch the teeth bug.
Right.
Whatever you do.
Listen, it's I just don't floss enough. Probably that's all it comes down to. But speaking of a very teethy movie, what are we talking about here today?
Theodore Rex.
Theodore Rex.
A direct-to VHS classic.
From 95.
That dates it.
3 of those 4 words
Not
are accurate.
direct to video, direct to streaming.
Yeah.
Direct to VHS.
You are gifted with the beautiful opportunity of telling us what the hell this movie's about.
It's easy.
Yeah.
You got a dino detective and a robotically enhanced human detective.
That's at the top of her class.
It is.
Yeah, she's apparently the best they've got, which is saying something because
her culture.
She's not very
very
good.
intuitive.
She puts a gun to every single person in this movie.
Yeah, she's just casually holding her gun at people.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
Very threatening as a cop.
Played by Whoopi Goldberg, for those wondering.
Yeah. So this duo is trying to solve the mystery of the only dinosaur murder that's ever happened.
Ever.
Which is shocking.
Which also, I guess it should be said, dinosaurs are resurrected in this, and they can talk like humans, and kind of have like their own culture and everything, and are mentally linked together. Which is
another thing really explained. It's just they just go along with it.
They just got a feeling.
This movie is throwing a lot of stuff and not explaining any of it.
This movie is so unforgiving in the information it provides us. It's just like you're gonna have to just accept it.
If you don't want it, too bad.
Too bad. It's what it is.
Yeah.
Like the first shot of the city that just looks like a Broadway set or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, it if I'm not mistaken, it had all like dinosaur themed things.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pay that much attention. I just saw like that is a cartoon.
And then there's the hallway or the runway.
I've never been to Disney, but I feel like it would be the Jurassic Park segment.
It definitely
insulted Jurassic Park.
It definitely feels like the Dino-Rama area of Animal Kingdom. If you're familiar with that at all,
we're not.
That's the vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So just to dig a little deeper into the plot of this movie, or more just the world of this movie. So, the dinosaurs also all have, I guess, a certain amount of rights and have been resurrected for a while, and they got culture really quick because there's whole
for a while, but they've also never been murdered before.
Right, which I'm like, no,
listen,
not in this world.
It's a numbers game. It's gotta happen.
Yeah. But also,
there'd be some human out there that'd be like, hey,
I'm
hunting dinosaurs.
I don't like them. I want to see how they taste. Yeah, some southern dude has definitely shot a black dinosaur before, no question. But there's like whole club cabanas with like dancing dinosaurs and alluded to interspecies relationships where they end up at the cabana and there's the one hitting on Whoopi Goldberg's character.
Well, and you see a whole lot of like humans like kind of hanging on to dinosaurs and that like partnered up kind of look in that cabana section.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just a live free kind of place. No big deal.
This is a furry movie in disguise.
We haven't also touched on like what the real threat of this show or this movie is.
Yeah.
Which they don't like hide it at all. They have it very upfront the whole time that the man who resurrected the dinosaurs is also building his own Noah's Ark to destroy all of humanity and save the planet from them.
Yep. All while having basically a mobster group or henchman group kind of take care of any issues.
A very strange people, like they're meant to be some kind of creature, but they don't explain what it is.
No.
They're like what are not the
The
same.
Goombas from Mario.
No.
Things from Star Wars.
Jawas?
The things from Star Wars with the little black eyes
The
or
Jawa.
the red eyes.
Yeah,
because they've also
Sand
got red
people.
eyes and they make very silly noises.
Slightly
Yeah.
taller Jawas.
Yeah.
Like that, I think they were just straight up trying to rip that.
Well,
from
they
Star
ripped
Wars.
lots of things from this.
Lots of places.
Yeah, from lots of places for this. Because to me, the whole Noah's Ark thing is strange. I mean, they couldn't have come up with anything better than that. I mean, I get that you're trying to kill the whole species of everything, but I don't know. It just...
We kind of get that thrown at us at the very, very end. That they show us who our villains are real quickly. I mean, there's no illusion that this is clearly the bad guy, but we don't get motivations until like the last 30 minutes or something of the film.
If I'm not mistaken...
No, I think in the opening crawl,
Yeah.
they lay out
the exact time frame because they say in 24 hours someone's hitting this button, and they said that two people escaped and know about this plan, which ended up being at least one of them was murdered, and then the other one, I don't really know what happened to him. He was dead.
Right, but unless I'm just like, I don't know.
You were probably zoned out.
This movie probably zoned me out pretty hard, but I don't feel like they were getting into the Ice Age part of it until like the telltale end of it.
Well, they didn't get into it, but just in the opening crawl, they explained everything, and
like,
they didn't touch on it.
There's
again.
no mystery about what's happening in this.
Yeah.
The reason for that is because in testing, the only people that really engaged with the movie were kids, but the kids were also very confused as to what in the world was going on, so they decided to throw that opening crawl in.
Yeah.
They really just like try and fully lay it out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, to be fair, there was only this much to read. Like,
it was fairly
looked
short.
like fairy tale font.
It did, yeah. They chose a very weird font for like a fantasy heavy, also somewhat sci-fi like movie. Like, we have androids, we have whatever the henchmen are. They just feel like
they were my favorite.
They were from like a cyberpunk universe.
Yeah, they were.
felt very out of place in this.
Zapheads,
Well,
I think is what they
and
were
the guy leading them was so strange.
Yeah, I didn't like him very much, but
so I want to point to one particular moment that I found very weird. Whenever they kidnap the boy that is like friendly
the arcade machine,
with the arcade machine, they wheel the arcade machine up, they throw the boy out of it, and that guy was inside of the arcade machine with him the whole time.
There had to be a better way.
What the fuck was going on in there?
I'm assuming
that is so strange.
Well, he was very trusting because he just walks up to a blank screen to play a game.
Well, yeah, it's just like, oh, cool,
arcade machine.
Like, there's nothing. It's like it's fully like just like a yellow screen with nothing on it.
If I walk into my house and an arcade machine is in there,
you're gonna walk up to
it wasn't his house.
We're walking right out.
It was like a skate park.
I know. Like, I'm saying that like I don't have a skate park that I go to, but like. Go to a climbing gym or something, and we see. I mean, okay, fine. The climbing gym, I'm taking the
There's climbing gyms down in Nashville that have like arcade
machines
in them. So like, I don't find it strange that a kid walks up to an arcade machine.
Yeah. I think
the way it was set up was strange.
Yes. Yeah, because not only was it an arcade machine, sure, but like the screen was paper, and they literally like reached out of it and it didn't
pull him through.
That's the thing. They didn't just like capture him. They put him inside that machine.
Yes.
That was his cage. That was his like
his new friend.
With his the leader of the henchmen. That part was weird, but like it's whatever. I mean, there's a lot of weird little moments.
I will say that
it was weirder that the cop's only friend was that child.
Yeah. You know, we
definitely made you think that they were, I don't know, like.
Well, granted, he did keep alluding to his father that she was supposed to talk to.
Right.
Was never
we never see that dad. Yeah. He must have been cut.
Yeah, she really was not interested in that
Yeah.
aspect of things, and so it never happened.
Yeah, there's a lot of moments that I think
there's a lot of spaces they could have explored with this movie, and it's surprising they didn't.
If you say this movie is thin.
There's so many more places this could have gone.
This movie,
I like where this guy's head's at.
There's so many strings to left pull for sequels of Theodore Rex. But can I really quick just talk about Theodore Rex as a character? What the goddamn shit is this fucking character? Like, he is the most like bumbling, silly thing.
He is. He reminded me of Barney. Have you guys ever seen Barney? Like back in the day.
I watched it, all of it. Yeah.
Well, and they talk about being bumbling. They had what they thought was a funny joke of being like, oh, dinosaurs have big tails. What if they're just knocking stuff over?
Yeah, what if they're just wailing?
And they hammered that joke like 7 or 8 times in this movie.
Every scenario.
And I get the fact that, like, that would be a pretty big nuisance for any dinosaur, but, like, he never once had control of his tail, which probably irritated me the most.
Yeah.
Because I think if you live for as long as he lived, they never actually said how long.
Because he played hockey with it. And hit that
you know what? You're
Tapped
right,
the waiter
Jill.
with
He
it.
did have control.
He has a lot of control,
He
except
did.
when he doesn't.
He didn't have control when
Or
it
maybe
was.
he always had control and just wanted to hit
And
things.
literally just was
Yeah.
trying to knock stuff over, like at that
He's
like
just a
black
big
tie
cat.
affair.
I
all kinds
had a
of
cat
stuff.
like that, so that makes sense. But no, and also, okay, something that like I don't know if I find it funny, but I find it amusing. Is that he was like, oh, I'm off the meat, and he just eats cookies all the fucking time. And he also has a cookie launcher.
I thought that cookie thing was gonna come back in like a more like normalized way.
No.
'Cause he
Why
was
did
just
you
like,
think that?
I love cookies.
Macadamia nut
This
cookies.
movie does such a good job of being like, let's overly detail things and not pay them off, and then ignore things that we could maybe detail
Yes.
out. Like, it is all over
I
the
thought
place.
that cookie machine was going to be in the boss fight.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
The
Because
movie-
it shot across the room, and it seemed like they wanted you to know that cookie machine was a thing. I don't
Yeah.
know. It looked like a pizza cooker.
This movie
Pizza
said
oven.
we reject Chekhov's gun entirely.
Yeah, 100%.
This movie actually may be the most like prime example of like all the things you shouldn't do while writing a plot, because it's like all the threads are loose except for like the one. I won't even call it the main one. It feels like the one that they just said, oh, I guess we'll give somewhat more attention to everything else. The Club Cabana.
They came back twice.
The dinosaur.
The love
interest.
Molly.
Yeah.
Who gets over her husband very quickly.
Oh,
yeah.
within
Well,
minutes.
But no, she
But-
admits that they were just roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they were.
but they
Oh.
so
I think.
yeah, anyways, there's all of that. Real quick pause. I will say there's one part I did find genuinely pretty funny was the first time that they're in that club. You just have like a dinosaur, what looked like I don't know, probably a stegosaurus or triceratops of some sort, just kind of like doing ska.
Oh, that was him. Yeah. That was like the wise guy. I think.
Yeah. And later he has like whole lines and it just ruins the character for me. But him just doing the ska and all the dinosaur makeup and stuff, I will say cracked me up more than I cared to admit. I was like, if I could just have this clip for like 10 seconds.
You could be
Well,
that for
see,
Halloween.
that's what the guy in the bag was for me.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as I
Just-
saw that, I was like, this makes the least sense in this whole movie, but I love this.
So
Uh-huh.
everything reminded me of something. So the guy in the bag reminded me of like a Beetlejuice character.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
The
Just
ska
Paul
guy.
Simon. He was a Beetlejuice character.
Yeah. I can't remember. I had thoughts along this entire movie. I was like, man, they ripped it from that. They ripped this part from that.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, how bumbling that guy was.
To be fair, this would have predated Beetlejuice though.
True.
Uh-huh.
So Beto just stole it from this movie.
Hey, you know what? Beetlejuice did it right. All right, it's not who
Yeah.
does it first and who does it best.
Mhm.
That's my belief on it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you say
this-
Jurassic Park ripped off Theodore Rex, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody.
Yeah,
Like,
this,
When did Jurassic Park come out?
93.
So it came out before this movie.
Yeah.
This was 95.
This
Are
was
we sure
95.
that Beetlejuice?
I think so.
When did Beetlejuice
I thought this
come
was
out?
80.
oh, no,
I think
no,
it's
not.
definitely in the 90s.
Oh, Beetlejuice would have came out in 97, 96.
It's that new? I thought it was like
I
older.
feel like this movie was 95.
Is this 95? Okay. Look it up for us while we're talking on that one. But oh, the Toy Maker.
95.
95.
Yeah, this movie is, I think, so hard to talk about and so hard to follow because it just goes all over the place constantly
Mhm.
without really giving you a good reason why any of it's happening.
Mm-mm.
Like, it doesn't make sense why they're going the places they're going a lot of times. Like, talking about the puppet guy. Like, why did they go to a place where they, like, freeze bodies to find the puppet master?
Couldn't tell you.
Other than for the fact that they're like, oh, this would be cool.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
And then
this
they
be
were
neat?
just like, how,
And
I'm here to give you the
It's a
information.
It's a neat idea.
It kind of
Yeah.
looked cool, to
Yeah.
be fair.
Yeah. Also, the original part where not only are the dinosaurs all mentally connected, which again never explained. It's the part for me where he goes in and he first does the detective work on the dead dino, and he gets into the nose and he's like, "Yo, run that on the things," and he's doing the scans. He's like, "Hey, I'm sending a dinosaur tail over," and I'm like, "Why was he sending the dinosaur tail over?" Like, there's every
Well,
other
it's
moment.
like
Because they have
it's like
identity.
a fingerprint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's like the fingerprint thing. But for me, I'm like, okay, they know they got a dead dino. They probably didn't need to identify it. This is extra information that it's like, for what purpose, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if they all know each other, they probably don't need to ID him
Say,
with tail.
yeah, like, and
but there's only one detective.
Right, and there's only
He's
one
the
dino
only.
detective.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
he's newly raised as
That's what
I'm
being
saying.
a detective.
So they need identification of some sort.
But he doesn't need identification because the dinosaur can just look at the dead dinosaur
And be like,
yeah,
oh, that's Ted.
But
That's
this is
Ted.
the rookie dino that just started not 12 hours prior to that.
You
Remember,
don't
they're
even
on
need
a
to
one-day
have, like,
basis.
You could just have an eyewitness account of like, yes, this is Ted.
Just
The
say
dead
those
dinosaur?
words.
He doesn't
That's
even
the
have
one-
to be a policeman.
4 words. Yes,
That's the
this
one
is
that
Ted.
died. Yeah. The toy maker part actually was kind of interesting though. The guy in the bag was pretty like funny, but also at the same time I'm like, what the fuck am I like in a movie where I'm all constantly asking myself, what the fuck am I watching?
Oh yeah, whole time.
Yeah.
The entire movie is just like, man, this is going a lot of places and none of it makes sense.
Yeah, and he's like, no, we're undercover. Go with me. I'm like, when did they establish they were undercover? And then it was just like, I want a big gun because I'm a big dinosaur.
They did say from the beginning of him being a
Uh-huh.
cop that he's supposed to be undercover.
They said that
for
early,
some reason.
but they totally forget that plot point for what
I
feels
don't
like
really
half the
understand
movie.
how he was undercover in any way.
And
No.
she was always next to him in
Yes.
full
Yeah.
cop get up
Yes.
too.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And whenever they did the whole like costume changing thing at the police station, which is also a totally ridiculous, like super ridiculous scene that happens.
It's going to offend
for the
somebody.
jokes.
That
like
was
they
his
they thought
only
they were
friend.
funny doing that.
That was
for
his
sure.
only friend, was like the lady behind the counter. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, Theo, what do you need today, honey?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, oh, I just need a new outfit. And then, like...
And spoiler, they go through just racial stereotypes.
Oh, yeah.
Or, yeah.
And also they put
Heavily.
him in an outfit that is not that much different. from
Whoopi
what he was
Goldberg had to have
wearing
written this
previously.
movie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm convinced.
Yeah, he looked the same.
Apparently, she didn't want to be a part of
She
this
had
movie.
to be like a judge told her she had to be in this movie.
Did they put her in an arcade box and then take her
Yeah.
somewhere and then, then they sign a contract?
But the reason I mentioned the whole costume changing thing is the outfit that he's wearing. He said that now he really looks like a cop, or feels like a
He's
cop.
wearing
or
a
something as
hoodie.
he's coming out
He's
of
just-
that.
yeah.
That's the thing that I was just like, well, that's weird.
He looks
That
like
is not
streetwear.
To be
any,
fair,
yeah, in
that's-
any way more like a cop.
In that
And
time...
he's supposed to be undercover. He shouldn't
Yeah.
look like a cop.
Yeah,
No, in that time era, I think that does, to me, ring a undercover cop vibe. Because it is just a simple red zip-up jacket.
But why does he?
That's
feel
all
like
you
a
need.
cop?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like...
I got nothing else
He
for you.
feels like he should be playing a pickup game of
Pickup game
of
of
basketball.
basketball.
Right, that's what he
Sure.
looks like.
For sure.
Also, was it just me or did he look blacker after that transformation? Like,
It may have just been you.
Oh,
I think it was after all the costume changes, you were already on board.
the
with
racial
that.
stereotyping
Yeah.
just made me feel like it has to be on purpose.
You're like, there's something to this. I just can't put my finger on it.
Yeah. I got a question. Why did this movie get made?
Why did they continue to make this movie? Why did it not die at some point?
I
Yeah.
think it's kind of whimsical, though. It's kind of fun. I mean, I didn't laugh. Like, at all.
You're like,
kind of fun, but
I didn't have fun or
But,
laugh,
like, I could see this movie being, like, kind of fun on a... I don't even know what channel this would be on growing up. I really don't.
No, I don't
Someone
either.
online say that they thought they were trying to get a Who Framed Roger Rabbit vibe and just failed,
Oh
which I
boy.
could believe.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that.
I
mean,
don't like. I feel like to me the big hindrance to this movie was probably the director. I think if they had a different director, it might have gone a lot better.
Well, let's not give
Like,
too much credit to the
clearly
writers now.
I'm
but-
pretty sure the
Clearly they
writers
had the
also had-
budget.
I think a lot of balls got dropped.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
The budget was there.
The director apparently was doing a whole bunch of stuff that was pissing off all of his staff. Like, only half of the crew, like, by the time they actually started filming, half of the crew had quit and been replaced before they even got underway properly. And
the man knew his limits.
Yep.
he retired after this, too.
He said, I'm done directing
Yeah.
after
he
that.
made his peak performance.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
he just sank a half-court three, and he was just like, all right, I'm
You know,
done.
he like did it and then turned around and walked away just like, yeah. it's
Yeah.
fucking
And
like-
airball.
And then airballs and hits a kid in the
Yeah, I was gonna
face.
say it knocked somebody out.
They start bleeding and crying. He's still...
They see dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this feels like an Alan Smithy movie, and for those who don't get that reference, that's a director name that apparently directors use when they don't want to take actual credit
Yeah.
for it. So,
Mm.
yeah, this feels like one of those movies where it's like, don't attach my name to this movie.
But he was the one making a lot of the decisions that I think placed the movie where it ended up.
You know what? Here's what I will say
So that
though.
was a lot of what he wanted.
If somebody said we have the OG script before shoot, I'd be like, I'd read it. I would read it to see like.
Yeah.
how much of the madness was on paper and how much of it like got because again lost in translation.
I can't believe a fair amount wasn't on paper though.
I think that there's like dinosaurs, and then it's like Whoopi Goldberg is another circle, and then it's like evil plot question marks,
yeah.
and then they just draw 3 lines between it and said let's start shooting. Like that's how it genuinely feels it was operated with.
Well, I don't know how much it can be trusted, but there's also trivia claiming that they were looking at having Whoopi's character as a male character and wanted like Arnold Schwarzenegger to play.
He was that makes sense because he was getting in all those wacky roles. Like it would have been like a twins era, you know, him and DeVito, him and this like.
That's it, Kindergarten
But,
Cop.
speaking of
yeah.
can we talk about how for a second they introduced her character by her name in like the beginning, and then they try and do a fake out of like, oh, here comes this big buff dude, it's Coltrane. I'm like, no one, like everyone knows her name.
Yeah.
This is not a surprise.
We started with the movie with this, and then it's the guy that they wanted to actually be the main character, but then the judge said Whoopi Goldberg has to do this, and, and the director had to insist on. He's like, well, the judge said so, you know. So it's not who I wanted, but it's who I'll take.
Yeah.
I'll say that my favorite comment in the YouTube section of the video that we watched, just if you're, as of this moment, you can type in Theodore Rex and go watch the full movie on YouTube.
I watched it without an ad.
Not a single ad.
Not a single ad.
Not a single break.
No.
The first comment that is on the very top is that this whole movie is a fever dream, and it is spot on.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. The end. I don't want to watch this movie again. That may be sneaking my score ahead a little bit right now, but I don't want to watch this movie ever again.
Re-review in 5 years?
If we review it in 5 years, I'll be gone before Nathan Well. I'll get the rest of this periodontis like gum treatment and just let them finish me off.
If we do that, someone has to invest in one of those inflatable like T-Rex outfits.
We all four have to have
one.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zipper, and then it just kind of deflates.
Oh yeah, it does.
Can you put some tape on it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just get taped up inside of it.
Yeah.
Just like the arcade machine.
Actually, no, we all have to be in 4 arcade machines.
Yeah.
And review it
One
from
dinosaur and the rest are arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
somebody
a
has
Halloween costume this year. Do you think anyone would get it?
Absolutely not. 0%.
Not in a million years.
I say not in a whole ice age and back is that. And you know what? The person who does,
you have to kill them.
You have to marry them,
No.
I guess. And the joke's on you. Now you have to marry somebody who knows Theodore Rex and
like,
loves it enough to come.
Yeah, like front of mind, aware of Theodore Rex.
If I saw somebody and I even thought that they were referencing Theodore Rex with a costume, I'm not talking to them.
You're turning around.
I don't want anything to do with that person.
What about bad guy? What if they've got a purse and they've got the guy in the bag
sticking
out?
The Toy Master? The
like how does that hit?
The very Asian. Oh, did you catch what district he was in?
Oh no.
Ninja District.
Oh, of course.
Because
makes sense.
Where else would the Asian toy maker be but Ninja? No, I'm not coming into the fucking... No, this movie is so... At times I genuinely thought, if I'm... And I try to take a truly like cultural perspective from this, I'm like, is this speaking about like a deeper cultural message about perspective of ethnicity perhaps? Like, I'm trying...
I think they may have tried
because they have... I mean,
you got a black cop and
a dinosaur, and the dinosaurs that right.
Well, I mean, they clearly don't want him to succeed in life.
Right. They don't want him to succeed. The cop is... I mean, 95% of Whoopi Goldberg's lines are discriminatory or aggressive, which I think actually might have been the script.
Yeah.
Like, discriminate and or be aggressive as a police officer.
The aggressive may have been just she's angry to have to be there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, and his whole experience is like him explaining dino culture and stuff like this, and I'm like, is there like... What's the under message here for this? But all I could pull from it is like... No, if that's the idea, it's done so fucking bad. Like, it's like they never... I never have a moment where I'm like, you know what?
They never got 100% on anything that they
I never felt like I... Yes, and I never felt like I got to a point where I'm like, I'm feeling empathetic for the dinosaur community. Listen, you know how hard it is to make me, a fucking Jurassic Park fan as deep as I am, to be like, God damn it, these dinosaurs.
They've got to go.
They gotta go, except for the skibbity da ba god.
Yeah.
That one can stay. I want that to DJ. Any event I could possibly throw.
Molly's got to go first.
Molly's got to go though. Fat, thin, perfectly fit. Joe.
The movie's fat because it exists. It
Okay.
should be so thin that you can't watch it.
Okay. Mason.
Hopping
over Nathan right now.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was all that fat because I don't think I ever felt the runtime. I mean, I think it was it was moving, and it was moving pretty quickly for its plot. I think it was pretty fit for what they gave you. They told you that there was an evil guy. In 24 hours, it's about to hit this button and destroy the Earth. Oh. And then very shortly, what felt like to me after that, they got there. But
it's fat, but it is starving though. It's starving for more content to flesh itself out. But God, it's fat because they create so many plot lines and things that they wanted to do, and barely accomplished one competently. Like, this is the equivalent of most of my group projects where it's like, I want to do this, I'm going to do this, and then only one of us did the thing we said we were going to do, and then we just rode those coattails. Maybe that says a lot about the group projects I was in. But, yeah, this thing had so many things going on, and just never wanted to explain it or get there or actually do it in a way that was really fulfilling, really upsetting.
I mean, there's bad acting.
Yeah.
There's pretty good set design.
Surprisingly good set design, actually. The costumes aren't terrible either for the time.
I liked his truck.
I did like
Which
his
truck?
shoes.
His shoes.
The dinosaur, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's
like
a lot.
trucks.
There's a lot good going on with this movie, and
Excuse me?
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
I do feel like
I want
it's
that on
overall
the
to me,
cover.
like
What's the
despite
title?
the length of it, it feels thin because there is a lot of subject matter that could have been interestingly looked at.
A lot of
but we got a whole lot of like a love story just like derailing things, because once Theodore met Molly, it seemed like the movie was way more interested in Theodore and Molly than him actually doing his job at some points.
Yeah, I don't know where the character growth happens either, if I'm being honest. Like, is there any character improves at all?
He never really got better.
I mean, Whoopi changes because she's
barely.
Well, she does one thing differently than she had previously. Which
yes.
is like, gun good, use gun. No, you don't need gun, use brain.
That's, to be fair, I think she thought that she couldn't fire the gun with the tiny arms. Like, in canon, I think that I think it comes off as, like, I don't trust you with the gun, you're gonna have to use your brains. And then he pulls some Hanna-Barbera fucking, like, hijink shit to get the guy. And then the rocket just flies off and blows up somewhere.
Yeah, never really.
Yeah,
just
right.
Blew up in the air,
just kind
of in the
atmosphere.
Space, yeah.
By that point, I wasn't really paying enough attention to notice. It didn't explain it.
I went back twice on that clip and was like, how did the rocket get derailed? And I was like, I swear I'm watching this movie, but like it's not. It just goes off, and I'm like, did they tamper with it? I don't remember that tampering. I'm like, I'm so confused. Also, he's once an Ice Age, so shouldn't he be on that ship? But why is he in the car? Why is he now in the tree? And now the ship's still flying off. None of this makes sense. Like, this movie's a fucking fever dream.
Also, it was pretty wild that because the scientist guy, was he not gonna like freeze himself too?
Yeah, the implication was he was gonna go. This was his arc, and he was gonna freeze a bunch of people.
So Zero Dawn, everything.
Yeah,
exactly. So what had happened was he had actually launched the thing, him and his helper, and after he had sent that thing off, then he went to deal with Theodore and Whoopi Goldberg's character. And my biggest issue was, like, if you are planning all of this, I feel like you're going to be frozen before any buttons get hit. And, like, before anything can kind of, like, have a chance to, go wrong and happen. I don't know if that makes sense. But he basically hit the button himself. His plan doesn't make sense to begin with, right. And he was like, now I'm going to deal with Theodore Rex and win. But nothing happened.
But why? Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways.
At the core of the script, I just write, but why though? Like, every other scene, I'm like, but why? Like, there's not I don't think I had more than 2 scenes back to back where I didn't think, but why though? Like, what do you mean? And then, or it's just like, here's a fact, accept it. Anyways, we're moving on. We're already on the next thing. And I'm like, oh? And some movies, to be fair, some movies do that and actually do a really good job of that in some ways, right? They're just like, hey, this is the world
so
we don't
fast
know.
And you don't even have time to question it. Just
right, and you just start to accept it because it becomes like it's this organic piece to the world they built. But we didn't get any of the world building. We just got dropped right on in and they said dinosaurs are around. Also, they have a culture. Also, they're mind linked. Also, they have clubs and, what are the rights of dinosaurs? Interspecies? We're not really covering that sex stuff today, but we are showing it a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, they move on really quickly. And when they die, their rituals are that they turn into flowers.
Yeah, they turn into juice.
Yeah, they turn into juice. They get liquidated to turn into flowers. And I'm like,
and
isn't
everybody
that just gasoline?
That was adorable. I mean, that was kind of cool.
You know what?
I think I remember that.
Oh yeah, at the funeral for Ted or
they had like tulips or something.
Yeah,
random.
and all this blue liquid dripping in, and everybody's crying. They're like, He's like, yeah, it's good because they take the flowers home. And I'm like, actually, not a bad grief ritual, all things considered. It's a bit bizarre in the context of this movie.
I feel like that was the most thought they put into anything.
Yeah, truly.
You know?
I think they put a lot of thought into a lot of things. They just like didn't think about how to mesh it all together.
I've never made a lasagna.
They had a lot of ideas, and they weren't saying no to anything.
No,
that's true.
Yeah. What am I thinking of? It's the Theseus. It's the ship that like you replace so many parts that it's no longer considered the like. They've had so many ideas and they kept replacing everything along the way. It's no longer whatever movie it was supposed to be. And that is Theodore Rex. Let's go to scores. Mason.
I didn't hate this movie.
Yeah, I've gotten that impression from you.
I thought it was.
Get the button out?
Please do. No.
Yeah.
I didn't love this movie, but while I was watching it, the only thing I could just think of, what did it have, like a 2.8 on IMDb? Or less, 1.8?
2.4 or something.
They haven't watched enough movies. There's lower.
Less than 3. Nathan had told us last week that like 5 total critics had all ranked it and gave it all a 0 or something.
We're doubling the critic reviews.
So there I was, trudging through this movie, and I was like, this movie cannot be that bad. And even with it falling short on a lot of those little strings, and like these little plots, along the way, I thought it was somewhat enjoyable. I mean, it did remind me a lot of Barney, and I don't like Barney. It reminded me of Beetlejuice, and I'm not a big fan of Beetlejuice. The Zapheads were my favorite. I thought that them and their leader guy was like the coolest. The only character I really didn't like in this whole thing was probably Whoopi Goldberg. And I think she was just written to be this, I don't know, macho cop of the era, whatever. Yeah. That's fine.
She would have fit right in Dredd. You know what I mean? Like, you give her one of the helmets, and she just is like a generic background Dredd officer, for sure.
Yeah.
Share the same universe. More of that for later.
Now,
I can... Dinosaurs in
Dread.
Give me the sequel with dinosaurs.
Judgment.
Yeah.
I think I'm still just going to land at a 6, though. I mean, it's not my favorite type of movie. It's way too silly. Like I said, I don't like Beetlejuice type stuff. I don't like that kind of thing. But it's not nearly as bad, I don't think. And I am so pleased to hear the rest of the scores because, for as much dragging through the mud, I can't wait.
This movie is not a 6.
It's a really high score.
That is... No, I knew you were going to be at a 6 because I was like, all right.
Wanting to be enjoyable.
Based on how you liked it, but knowing the quality of this film, I knew you were going to be at a 6. But this movie is definitely a 4.5. It's not even 5 good. Like, here's where it separates it at 4.5 from like what feels like it's like unforgivably rather bad. Is that it's like so absurd that for a first watch I'm like, I would say it's enough for my eyes on the visual to be entertaining enough for me to keep staring at the screen and keep questioning why I keep watching this film. But the issue of it making me question why the fuck is this thing happening every single time and feeling like that I'm having like a stroke while I'm trying to watch this film. Mind you, I also do have like blood vessels blowing up in my brain after a recent... You'll have to catch that before the podcast. That's not recorded. But
for the Patreon.
For the Patreon content. But after my recent gum surgery, which is what I am calling it, like I'm on painkillers, brain is throbbing, and I'm like...
You're just mad at it anyway.
Yeah, maybe I'm pulsating through parts. That's the only thing I could think. And I would go back, and it just wasn't. I was just like, oh, that's just the whole movie that they gave me.
That's just the script that I'm given.
Yeah, so, but I will say this, I do like Beetlejuice, and there is some Beetlejuice-type tone stuff in there. The toy maker and the guy in the bag and the little caterpillar butterfly thing, I'm like, that's, like, fascinating, and then it's like, it's in the Ninja District. I'm like, God damn it, you racist movie.
You almost had me.
I know, it's like one step forward, and then they always take 3 steps back.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, 3 at least. Like, cookies. I love cookies. And I've never felt any less wanting of a macadamia nut cookie than seeing Theodore Rex dig into the buffet.
Not that big around.
Also, to be fair, though, the Theodore Rex in this movie, 1 cookie per person, I'm like, what the fuck kind of rule is that? Whoever just eats 1 cookie Even when I'm fasting for the most part, I still eat too, you know. So
that's what I'm saying. I thought there was gonna be a payoff with the cookies.
I know.
He was just grabbing them. He was like that wasn't a superpower or anything. It was nothing. It was just he just liked them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna echo what I said earlier because I think I hit it really good on that one. This movie is a perfect example of how to not write a movie and plot lines and characters. So it's recognizable and useful maybe in that one very specific way. 4.5. Jill.
Still so high.
I know.
This is not.
I've seen so many worse movies than this at this point, though.
That
That
below a 3. Don't you dare.
No.
This is not a good.
Give
movie.
it a 2.8 like the rest of the
It's poorly written.
people.
It's poorly directed. I will say the only good thing is like you can tell they put effort into like designing the costumes or like putting together the T-Rex suit or
The truck had a little flap that he could fit his
truck
tail in
had a
there.
glass ceiling that they like. Why does it have a glass
Which is
ceiling?
symbolic of the women never getting ahead. Don't you understand, Jill?
This is not a good movie. I was bored and I had to like keep rewinding because I had a hard time paying attention to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
Okay, that's
You're nuts.
that's
You're nuts. You're like the macadamia nut cookie that he kept eating.
Only at the beginning of the film. I think he stopped eating them after like the first 30 minutes.
I think there was cookies mentioned 3 times in this movie.
Yeah, there's
Where's the
at least a
third?
few.
I believe you guys, but I just can't
I mean,
recall.
You were the one that was high. I wasn't.
This movie just keeps on, like, it's like just driving through everything, stumbling across, like...
with a flat tire.
It almost feels like if you were playing Theodore in a video game, and just, like, the train of thought you would take, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's where it feels like this thing was moving through as far as a plot goes. Like, you were just like, oh, I don't want to follow that thread. I'm going this way.
This movie needed Xanax.
Yeah, this movie is wild. And it really shows that even a lot of budget doesn't always make for a good movie.
No.
Even having, which, I don't know, like, is Whoopi Goldberg a really good actress?
In the 90s, it's not even that.
She was a popular actress. People really liked the Nun.
Yeah, no, the Nun.
Sister Act.
Sister Act, that one.
That's the thing. I've definitely missed the Whoopi Goldberg era because not only that, but besides like You've Got Mail. No. What was it? Stella got her group back.
Yeah, how Stella got her group back.
You know, that was like the end kind of her career.
Yeah.
So I never kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger, to be honest. Like same there.
At least Terminator had enough run for us to not just.
I mean, Arnold has a lot of movies.
His kid movie era.
Predator.
His kid movie era is really strong though. Jingle All the Way, banger.
That's the action figure, right?
Yeah.
I really like that one.
With Sinbad.
Really one.
Yeah, as the mailman, that's just his arch enemy. Oh man, I'm gonna start talking less about that movie. I don't end up on the wheel.
But
anyways.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. I don't think it's that bad at the end of the day. Like it's got some funny stuff going on. It's real weird. I am here more for visuals than anything.
Than plot.
Than plot or character development or cohesive writing.
Parts of a movie.
That's what I'm talking about.
Tell me one song from the score or soundtrack.
Like make it look good.
Well directed.
I want to. I want
make it engaging.
I want it
sense.
to like. I want a interesting looking world. Like I'm here for the world to be compelling and interesting and look like Muppets.
I want to go to Dino Cafe.
You say that, but
listen to
what was your score on Muppet Christmas Carol?
I feel like it was high.
That's different because that's still a realistic looking world and stuff. Like I really like just goofy, fantastical. Like you're clearly not in the real world. Like you're in something somebody is completely contrived.
Yeah.
That's why I like video games more than TV shows.
It just drops you into a world and says, "Hey, go fuck around in it." Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna land at a 6 as well.
Yeah.
No,
it's got to be under 5.
I wish I could give it higher, but
that's why I had to hit with.
If it had nailed any of those points, it would have.
Yeah, I mean, it could have nailed the landing a lot better.
Anywhere else, any part that's important in movie making.
The landing. This thing jumped out of a plane and didn't have a parachute.
Yeah,
but it got saved.
The cinematography wasn't good either.
It splatted
around. Let's get that wheel spinning.
Right.
Is the arrow right? Because it was.
There's Nathan, so it's either this one, this one.
Buddy Cops. Yeah.
You want to go to him or Faraway Neighbors?
Faraway Neighbors.
Yeah. Anything to deprive Jill of a slice.
Apparently you guys don't like my movies.
To make sure he doesn't get it.
I just don't trust him. I don't know what that's supposed to do.
I don't even know when to choose it. So.
See, if you're ambivalent, why would we want it?
Yeah, come on.
It's gonna be him, isn't it?
No, it's Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network. Oh, we all have a...
Oh, Jesus, I just looked it up, too.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this.
We
Does
all
everyone
do.
have something they want to watch?
So can you explain the slice to the viewers on this
I think we talked about each of us is going to choose one episode of something that aired on the Cartoon Network in, like, the 90s.
Yeah. One episode, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I know I have my show.
Okay.
Do you have your show already?
I think so. They're between, like, 3, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with the one I had mentioned previously.
Oh, yeah. No, I know mine.
I know mine.
Am I going to enjoy yours? It's from Toonami, right?
It for sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that's what you
Yeah. He was
Are
like...
you looking forward to some anime, Nathan?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pick Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Nice.
I'll be honest, I'm just on a ranked list. I love the show, but I don't have like deep roots. I guess I'm gonna go with the season.
Do we have to pick an episode? Because I do not have an episode
like,
ready. Because we're all going to watch it together, right?
What? Yeah.
That was the original idea, was we all come over and watch all 4 episodes. And
Yeah,
then
we all
record.
just review it then.
So I don't have to have an episode yet.
Nobody is doing anything for Father's Day this Sunday, right?
I'm gonna go.
I don't know. I honestly
I do.
don't know. if I
I
have
do
plans
it
or
like
not.
12, so I can't do it yet. But
yeah,
mine's gonna be season 4, episode 10, "The Last of the Star Makers," Son of the Chicken from Outer Space.
Nice.
Okay.
I have pictures, so I definitely remember this episode, but that doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
and that's
I
fine.
have a guess on what episode it was, but I could be wrong.
I just don't want to have to think any more about it. If I think more about it, I'm going to think of all the things I wish I did pick. So I'm going to...
We can just pick the show, and then we can settle in on episodes.
No, I know which episode I'm going to pick, because this is like a definitive episode for me. I'm going to go with Dragon Ball Z.
Nice!
Specifically, according to Google's AI search, episode 120, it's when Trunks fights Frieza.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I totally remember that one.
That one's peak, bro.
You haven't watched every single
episode of Dragon Ball
I've
Z.
not
What's
seen
wrong
one
with
episode.
And
of
or
one
the abridged.
season.
You haven't watched all 10,000 episodes of DBZ?
Oh.
Right. Or the abridged, which is
I
fantastic.
know
Oh, that's actually really good.
Really,
Watch
it's really,
the
really
I
Bridge.
know
Yeah.
Super Saiyan is mentioned.
Then you're going to love this episode. Because the episode is called Another Super Saiyan.
No, it isn't.
It is.
It is.
It is. We're watching Dragon Ball Z. I'm fucking here for it. Nathan?
Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie! Ooh, which one do you know yet? There's
I'm
so
not
many
sure
good
yet.
ones,
Yeah,
honestly.
there's a lot of really good ones. It's really hard. I really want to...
the Kanker sisters
I want to
gonna be in
have...
this
Yeah,
episode?
Kanker
I
sisters
think-
are a good one to have in there.
Yeah.
I love Ralph.
Ralph is great.
A lot.
Yeah.
So maybe I find one where he's prominently
The
featured.
son of a goat farmer or something,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Sheep hoarder? Sheep herder? I think that's
Shepherd?
right. No, it's a sheep hoarder or sheep herder. One of those ones.
Yeah.
Ralph is great too.
Yeah.
Either of those two side characters, if they're the like focal point on the episode, we're having a great time.
Jill, you gonna pick Teen Titans Go or something?
Teen Titans regular would be a
Regular
great
Teen
choice.
Titans would be a solid choice.
Yeah, it
If
would.
it's Toonami or Cartoon Network, is it?
It was on Cartoon Network for sure. I don't think it was on Toonami.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going back and forth between a couple different shows, but I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Cardcaptor Sakura.
Yes.
I don't
That's
know
a
what
good
that
choice.
is. I was hoping you would
It's
pick
an anime.
Dexter's
I was hoping it was either
Laboratory.
going to be that or Sailor
No,
Moon.
like the only non-Toonami show I had as an option was Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Ah.
Powerpuff Girls is so good though too.
I love that show.
Genuinely, they're oh my god.
Dang it.
I throw on random episodes of that from time to time, and I'm just like, God, this show's so fucking funny. Like, so far ahead. Anyways, we're gonna have a great time watching Cartoon Network. So if you want to make sure to tune into that one, make sure to hit the bell so that you know when that episode comes up. We don't even know when we're gonna shoot it and watch it, so you better have that bell notification. Otherwise, oh god, you might miss it. Anyways, if you like the content we're doing, let us know in the comments below. What did you think? Did you watch this movie? If you want to, you literally can go to YouTube above there, search Theodore Rex, go to the first or second link, click on it, full movie, watch the whole
It's been
thing.
out for years.
It's been, and YouTube hasn't stopped it
Yeah,
yet.
it's not been taken down. Nobody has a problem with this thing being
Yep.
on YouTube.
You
YouTube's-
definitely just had a spike though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Well,
Like
I mean,
from
it
0
at least
to
went up
4.
4 views.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
But you know, like the sidebar isn't like 10,000 views. It's
No.
probably for that movie like 5.
I'm afraid to comment
There it
on it
goes.
because I don't want it to get into the algorithm, but also part of me wants to comment on it so that it'll get deleted from history. So it's a mixed vibe for me. But by the time this video releases, if Theodore Rex is still there, comment below to say still there, because we need engagement. That's how we get subscribers. Make sure to subscribe, because we're not at 420 subs yet. Nice, but we did get past 69. Also nice. Until next time, guys, subscribe, and we'll see you next time for Cartoon Network Week. And bye.
Bye.
I can't wait. I know